I'm almost live. Oh, there we go. Holy cow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Yay! Hooray, hooray. How about that weather? Yeah, we had a little rain up here in the Northeast. Old Putnam Lake got about 3 inches of rain while I was at jazz camp yesterday. I missed it. I was up in Washington, Connecticut, doing my first week at the Litchfield Jazz Camp. I'm sort of a part-timer there now. So I start a little later in the day and I end a little earlier in the evening, which is nice for the old man. And but anyway, I missed all the excitement. I came home and was floods everywhere. And luckily none of our stuff got wrecked. Nobody that I know, their stuff got wrecked. Excuse me. But yeah, Sharon, yes. It's Tuesday Night Live. So yeah. So anyway, so some crazy weather up here in the Northeast. And yeah, what can I say other than that? Other than I'm very happy to be here. My mother Lydia's here, and I found out what all those little crowns mean. See those crowns, Sharon? That crown that's next to your name is because you are number one super fan. Because I kind of looked around and I was like, what do all these little crowns mean? So what's happening is in YouTube now, they are showing the super fans. So I like that. That's good. So the more you come in the chat bar, the more you post, the larger your crown. All right. Oh, that was good. Yeah, so a full day of camp, came home, finished up an arrangement for my good friend Jim Hickey, and now here I am, Tuesday night live stream. I'm doing it, man. I'm doing it all. And growing my beard. Yeah. A couple of months ago, I was like in a depressed mood. So I was like, man, I'm shaving off my beard. And I got like halfway through shaving it off, and I was like, no, what have I done? So it's taken a few months, but it's kind of getting back there, kind of getting back in shape. And tonight I'm exclusively going to be playing my beautiful, lovely Del Arte guitar, and based on the Munro style of gypsy guitars, and playing using the lovely gypsy jazz strings from our good friends at Labella Strings. Labella Strings, check them out if you are a guitar player, a bass player. Yeah, they're just the best. Very nice, very nice. Let's see. Sharon said, yeah, Doug, try to catch Emmett Cohen performance at Litchfield this year. Yeah, I guess it depends on when he's playing, because I'm doing the Sunday gig for Albert, and I gotta stay late Friday. So I think it's on Saturday. I think Emmett is actually playing on Saturday. So maybe I'll try and sneak in. I don't know, because I don't know what's happening on Saturday, because that's also my only day off for 2 weeks straight. So I may have to, I don't know, shear the sheep and herd the cattle and plow the South 40, All right. My sister Linda is here. See, she's also a super fan. Yeah. I like that. Linda, that's what those crowns are. All right. So let's get this show on the road, So I'm going to start with the song called I Found a New Baby. And I'm sorry to say that I don't know who wrote this, but I'm doing it. Oh, look, my wife Kathy's here. Oh, wow. Kathy said that Lydia and herself are together. Ah, lovely. Linda said, feed the chickens. Yeah. Milk the cats. Any of you that know our cat Peanut will know what I'm talking about. All right. I found a new baby. Let's hope everything works. Ba-da-ba-da-bee-da. Ba-da-da-da-dee. I don't know the words, but I can hum along. Ba-da-da-da-dee-da. Ba-da-ba-da-dee. Ba-da-dee-da-da. Ba-da-dee-da-dum. Bridge. Ba-da-dee-da-da. Ba-da-dee-da-da. Ba-da-dee-da-da, ba-da-ba-dee-ba-boom. Shouldn't really. Shouldn't drink water in the evening because then I'm like up all night. Yeah. Wow, check out my arm. I still got the poison ivy from doing some brush work, clearing the brush around the corner of my property. Yes. I was up to my elbows in poison ivy, and I was covered up except for the bottom part of my arms, and I washed with Dawn, which gets rid of a lot of it, but I was just so soaked in it that I got a little reminder not to go in there. All right, so if you're out there watching and you're not on our chat bar, come on, don't be shy. Just come on and say, hey, I'm Joe Blow from Kokomo. What do you know? And we'd be like, hey, Joe, what do you know? Just got back from a picture show. Can you dig it? All right. Good. Because, we like our chat bar, and we like to chat with people from all over the globe. Big people, little people, people that climb on rocks, tall people, short people, even people with poison ivy. All right? Dig it. Come on. Talk. I'd like to get to know you. Oh man, this guitar sounds so good. Man, oh man, oh man. Chris Tatalia at Hot Rod 6-string in Brookfield, Connecticut. He completely rebuilt the top of this guitar for me, and it has just never, ever, ever sounded better. It's just so solid now. It was, it was always had like these little cracks and wobblies and gooblies. Now there's no wobblies or gooblies. Now it's a nice, tight, sealed, uniform top, and it just sounds awesome. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna do another song. I don't do the song too often, but it's a cool song. It's a song called "Alone Together," and there are words to this song, and I do know them, but it's really sort of out of my range. And Kathy laughs at me when I sing songs, and it's like way up high, But yeah, it's called "Alone Together." Let's see. Clear the old loop. Oh, okay. And I want to like make sure I don't do everything in the same tempo. Boy, messed that up. But I'm gonna keep going because I think I can recover. Rest on the 4 chord. Pat By Menon. Michael Galunas is here. There you go. Thank you, brother. Thanks for coming on. Let's everybody say hi to Michael. Everybody say hi to Michael. Make him feel welcome. Welcome, Michael. All right. Beautiful. Okay. All right, so I am going to have a sip of water. So I hope everybody had a good day, fun day. I'm working with a combo this week. It's a sextet. Very young drummer, 11 years old. Great kid, great player, so mature for his age. But still, 10, really, 10 is really sort of like that cutoff from like little kid to like you're not a little kid, and he's just past that. And so you could still have a riot with him. Like he's still, I don't know how to explain it, but you get into those preteen years and you get a bit more, like serious and self-conscious, and he's still ripping it. He's just having a great time. And the whole band is good. It's really nice. It's a nice mix of kids. We got girls, boys, old men, and also my good friend Pete Brainin, who Pete and I go back to the early 1990s, probably 1990, maybe even 89, at a jam session that I ran at a place called the Upstairs in Larchmont. And it's funny because, Pete is younger than me, but back then, our difference in age was drastic, where he was like, we literally called him Little Petey Brainin, because he was just on the cusp of maybe 20, yeah, probably somewhere around like 20. And it's just funny to see him, like now in his, like mid-50s or whatever, I don't know, it's really cool. And he's just a great dude and a killer saxophone player. I think he plays all the reeds, because I know in class he's played, I know him as a tenor player, but also in class he's played some flute with us. And so I'm pretty sure he probably doubles on everything. And he's just super nice cat, killer player, lovely person. So I'm so happy to work with him this week up at Litchfield Jazz Camp. And like Sharon said, the festival is this weekend. Emmett Cohen, I think, is the big headliner, but all the acts are great. And if you're in the area or you're in drivable distance, or you can take your private helicopter or jet, go and check it out. It's definitely worth it. Vita Muir has been doing this for close to 30 years. I think next year is 30 years of the jazz camp. And maybe this year's 30 years of the festival. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I know it's like right on that 30-year mark. So, yeah. So what do you say? What do you say? Another song. What do you say? What do you say? So here's another great tune. Have You Met Miss Jones? And once again, I have to plead insanity on I don't remember who wrote this song. That's so bad. I should know the composers of all these songs. But the cool thing on this song is the bridge. The bridge on this song is giant steps changes. You know what I mean? Giant steps changes. It's the chord changes to giant steps. So on the bridge, we're in B flat, G flat, D, G flat, and then back to F. We're really in the key of F. So go figure, huh? Cool tune, cool tune. Michael said, I started working at a music store in the summer of 8th grade. So I was kind of like that kid. There you go. See, Michael, you get it, right? I mean, I definitely was that kid. I mean, I'm probably still that kid in a way, but I'm just a lot older and grumpier. Kathy says she doesn't know giant steps changes. What's the matter with you? Come on. I think that's grounds for divorce in Bermuda. All right. You got to see, I lay all these jokes on the students in my combo. Some of them get it. And then in my poor theory class, I lay my jokes on them, and they are just like the toughest crowd ever. All right, let's see. Just start with regular steps, then make them bigger. Oh, giant steps. Okay. Here's some chord subs. Buddy, woo. Have you met Miss Jones? 2-5 to the 4 chord, and here comes the giant steps. B da boo da D, down a minor third. B da da, down a minor third. B ba da da, back to F sharp. Now we're going to F. D ba do do do, ba ba da da dee da boo da bee, ba bee bee boom. Miss Jones. All right, there you go. All right. Woo. Let's see. What's going on here? Oh, I worked at Wegmans. Not so tight. Let's see. Who is Stu Leonard? Well, Stu Leonard is a giant store near us. Yeah, it's a behemoth. There you go, Sharon. That's right. Yeah, tightly run ship, kind of famous. Yep. Gotcha. I worked at Wegmans. Not so tight. They made the store. Kathy said, "Oh yeah, when you go to Stu Leonard's, it's like a maze, and you have to go through the maze to get to the end. I mean, there are. If you've been there a lot, you know that there's a way to get from like the front of the store right to the back of the store. But if you haven't, it's really designed to make you go and buy stuff, you know, so you go through all these aisles. But the good part is that they have all these free samples along the way. So my very first time I went there, Kathy said, go to Stu Leonard's and pick up a gallon of milk on your way home. I was like, and so then I go and I had the full Stu Leonard's 1,000-aisle experience with all the tasty good stuff from just samples of everything, right? So when I got in the car, I said, yeah, I just finished up. I had the biggest meal of my life. I love Stu Leonard's, you know. Yeah, it was great. Beautiful. All right, let's see. Yeah, needed gas money once you hit 16. Yeah, I got my working papers when I was 14. And before that, I had a paper route. And after I had the paper route, before I had my working papers, I worked for a construction guy that did house remodeling. That was hysterical. I was in that age. I remember like 13 years old, not knowing what was going on. And the owner of the company would always go, Munro, what's the matter with you? Get your head out of your ass. But I didn't know how to do that yet. It was still firmly implanted. So yeah, have you met Miss Jones? What did you know about that? All right, so I think, therefore I am. I think I'm going to sing one. I'm going to sing a Duke Ellington song. How about that? The Duke. All right, here we go. Little Satin Doll. A cigarette holder that wigs me over her shoulder. She digs me out catting that satin doll. A baby, shall we go out skipping? Careful, amigo, you're flipping out catting that satin doll. She's nobody's fool, but I'm playing it just as cool as can be. I'll give it a whirl, but I ain't for no world catching me. A switcheroonie, a baby, shall we go out skipping? Careful, amigo, you're tripping, speak sliding, that satin doll. cigarette holder that lifts me over her shoulder. She digs me out cat in that satin doll. Baby, shall we go out skipping? Careful, amigo. Your flippin' speaks Latin, that satin doll. She nobody's fool, but I'm playing it just as cool as can be. Well, I give it a whirl, but I ain't for no girl catch you need. A switcheroony, baby, shall we go out tripping? Careful, amigo, I think you're flipping. Out catting that satin, out catting that satin. Speaks Latin, that satin doll. Right. Little Count Basie at the end, and little Danny Elfman. Count Elfman, Danny Basie. All right. You guys paying attention out there? Is anybody listening? All right, there we go. Lisa, our girl from Philadelphia. How's everything, Lisa? Did you guys get flooded out? Oh, I bet you got flooded out down there again, right? Yep. Yes. Let us know. We got flooded up here. Oh, boy. Something like 3 inches of rain in 1 hour or 2 hours or some crazy thing. Yeah. Luckily, I have a sump pump in our house. We own a sump pump. And it was pumping away, apparently. Kathy said she was like hanging out and she was like, what's that sound? And she was like, oh, snap. It's our sump pump. Yeah. Ah, Satin Doll. Yeah, that's a great one, huh? It's a good one. All right. So, do I have any announcements? Let's see. The new record, LOOP-MANIA 2025, is all finalized. It's all done. I'm just waiting for it to get approved with CD Baby. Hopefully, everything will get approved, and it'll be officially released on August 6th. And I think that that's a Wednesday. And when it gets released, I'm going to also premiere the 3 new videos. Those of you that are on my mailing list have already seen all 3 videos. And I'd love your feedback if you think they're groovy, if you don't think they're groovy, if you like the songs, if the video doesn't match the song, if the color of my socks is wrong, whatever. You know, I love hearing from you guys. Let's see. Lisa said that water is the enemy of her old house. Yeah, our house too. We live up on a lake, and so we get that water table comes up, and water just loves to gush in through the bottom of our house. I mean, it literally just like wants to come in. And we've built all these like French drain kind of things with gravel to keep water away from our house. But yeah. And also we had part of our roof redone, and I'm saving up money to get the other part of the roof done. Yeah, so our house was built in 49. And it's a converted summer cottage. So, yeah, there's not a square angle in the whole place. Oh, Michael said that they had the worst hailstorm he'd ever seen. That's interesting. We didn't get that. So you must have been either having a tornado or close to having one. Because they say that when there's a tornado, it's usually preceded by like hail or includes hail and stuff. That's heavy. Heavy. All right. So anyway, so what was I saying? Oh, what's going on? Oh, yeah, LOOP-MANIA 2025. So I got to put everything up on the website. I just haven't had a second. And, yeah, because I started camp, and I had to finish the arrangement from my friend Jim Hickey. And now, actually, I have another arrangement for my friend Ricardo Gautreau. I know a lot of you have seen me play with Ricardo. And I'm working on a song with him, and I got to get that done. So there's a lot going on. Not a lot of money being made, but a lot going on. And so I do a week of camp this week. Then on Sunday, I'm at East End again. If anybody's around, in Greenwich, Connecticut. It's 409 Greenwich Avenue, right at the foot of Greenwich Avenue across the street from the railroad. And that's a super groovy place. The food is out of this world. The band is always great. The people are very nice. The service is second to none. The staff are just freaking awesome. Great people. The owners are great people. Just a good place. It's a good place. Oh, look at that. Michael said 1 touchdown. There you go. It's hard to believe, but up in the Northeast now, we gotta know about tornadoes and such. We've had one here on the lake. So yeah, the weather would be a changing. Much more drastic weather. You know, hotter hots, colder colds, rainier rains, snowier snows, drier dries, you know, like famines and droughts and floods. Yeah, it's a fun time. Fun time. So make sure you got a sump pump. Yes, indeed. All right, so enough BSing. How about I play another one? I'm going to play a Benny Goodman song. It's called A Smooth One. And this has some unusual chord changes that work perfectly. B diminished, B flat 6, F over A, F in root position. Now this time, F to D7 sharp 9, B G7, C7. The bridge is quite traditional, 4 chord, up to the diminished 1 over 5, and a 2-5 back to the 4 chord, B flat, B diminished, then a 1-6-2-5. It's just like the title says, it is a smooth one, baby. And I'm going to play it for you right now, right here, right now. And like I said, if you're out there and you're watching, please come on the chat bar. Let us know that you're out there. I'd love to hear from you all. And I know everybody on the chat bar would like to hear from you too. We're always looking to make new friends and acquaintances and have a hoot around the world. We have people from around the world that come on our chat bar. All right. Nice and smooth. 2, 3. Oh. That wasn't smooth at all. Oh. Smooth. Okay. Oh, I make myself laugh. At least I'm entertaining myself. Bridge. I'm playing some stop time. Ba-dee-da boom, ba-da-da-dee, ba-ba-da-da-dee-da-da, bee-ba-boom, bee-ba-ba-da-da-dee-da, bee-da-boom, ba-da-da-dee-da, bee-ba-ba-ba-da-da-dee-da, ba-ba-da-boo, ba-da-dee-da-da-da. Smooth. There you go. That was pretty darn good. That was just pretty good. All right. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I was thinking about putting another tip jar up, for these live shows. And I was like, ugh. If you want to help me out, say you're like, oh, Doug, I feel for you. You're an old man. And not getting as much work as you used to. Kind of, irrelevant, off the scene. Forgotten memory of a time long ago. I'd like to help you out, bro. Well, what you could do is you could come over here and hit that QR code, go to my website, and you could do two things. One is free. You could sign up for my newsletter. Please sign up for my newsletter. Goes out every week, and every week you get a free download. And here's just like a little Easter egg for you that soon all the new songs are going to be available. So I'm going to start doing free downloads of all my new material. Ooh. And also, while you're at the website, please go and visit my merch page. I have a page that has like all sort of like clothes stuff, La Pompatak and LOOP-MANIA apparel. And then I also have a music page where you could download stuff. You could buy CDs, you could buy vinyl, you name it, I got it. I got literally like over 30 years. I don't know, I got a lot of stuff. What year is it now? It's 25. My first record was 86. So what's that? Almost 40 years of recorded stuff for you, the viewing audience. So if you are of a mind that you'd like to help a fella, just remember, you don't got to be a Rockefeller to help a fella. All right? And so check it out. Check it out. All right. I guess that's all I got to say about that there. Yeah. All right. So let's keep going. That was smooth. How about a song from my mom, Lydia? She's on here every week, 96 years old, and she knows how to operate the computer, the telephone, the text messaging, the emails. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. She's got more marbles left than I do, I'll tell you that. All right. So, Lydia, Mom, this is for you. Hot cinnamon and dynamite, that's what we drink each night. Way back in Nagasaki, where the fellas shoot a backy and the women wicky wacky. Although the way they entertain, they could hurry a hurricane. Way back in Nagasaki, where the fellas shoot a backy and the women wicky wacky boo. Fujiyama, you get a mama, and then your troubles increase. And up a go to you, water soda, earthquake, milkshake, 10 cents a piece. They hug and kiss so nice. By Django, it's worth the price. Way back in Nagasaki, where the fellas chew tobacco and the women wicky wacky woo. Fujiyama, you get a mama, and then your troubles increase. And up a go to you, water soda, milkshake, earthquake, 10 cents a piece. They hug and kiss so nice. By Django, it's worth the price. Way back in Nagasaki, where the fellas chew tobacco and the women wicky wacky boo. Okay. There you go. Here you go, ma. Mother. Super fan. Kathy, super fan. Sharon, super fan. All right. The more you chat, the more super fanish you become. That was good. All right. So now I'm going to do. So that song was written by my great uncle Harry Warren. And yeah. And so now it was recorded. Django actually did a recording of it, and it was written by Harry Warren. So there's a nice connection there. And so next I'm going to do a Django Reinhardt song called "Dream of You," and I play this song. I don't play it that often on here, but I like it, and has some very interesting chords. But it has this great sort of like shout chorus. It's in the key of E. But then the bridge. Da da ba ba dee ba da da ba dee ba right. So they have this shout chorus. So I'm going to play that for the first time because I keep hearing it on the recording, and it's just like I'm hearing like 1,000 recordings on my phone while I'm driving, and then I got to try and remember what I heard it from, you know, and and so I finally remembered today. I was like, oh, it's from, you know, Dream of You. So now I get to put 2 and 2 together, and hopefully I'll come up with 4. Bridge. Ladies and gentlemen, how about that? How about that? Look at that. And it's right exactly 9 o'clock. Exactly an hour of fun. We've had an hour of fun. Now our hour is done. So I must run and meet a nun and enjoy a tasty bun with my son. That's all I got. All right. So anyway, thanks everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Ooh. Okay, thank you. Who's that now? JC. Oh, JC Practices. I get it. Nice, brother. Thanks for coming on, man. I hope that you watched more than that one, because I've been on for like an hour every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Yeah, because we're in the daylight savings thing. Steve, hi and bye, brother. Yes. Oh, the digital distributor says hi. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. I really appreciate that. And thanks, man. And spread the word, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share, tell your friends, tell your enemies. And I will be here next Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, doing my thing. And if you are in the Northeast, if you are anywhere near Greenwich, Connecticut, I will be at East End this Sunday from 12 to 3:15. And I'll be at Litchfield Jazz Camp the rest of this week and all of next week. Really looking forward to seeing all my good friends there, the great students, the staff, everybody. And so that's it. Have a great week. And as always, I wish you love, peace, and just a little pinch of that funky chicken grease, if you know what I'm saying. All right, be well.